Well, they say the best way for a child to learn is to be hands-on, and that's exactly what one program aims to do. The ACE Mentor Program pairs high school students with professional architects and engineers to bring a project to life. Next year's task is to design a mock project based on Fresno's planned aquarium. Here with all the details on this project is someone who's been an ACE mentor since the program's inception in the Valley, Stephanie McShane with Maxim Consulting. Welcome to the show,
Thank you so much.
You were saying that you started as an electrical engineer.
Electrical contractor.
Electrical contractor. You moved your way up.
Yes, I started as an electrician and moved my way up into an executive, and now I'm a consultant.
And now you're a consultant, and you've been a mentor.
Yes.
And how has that been? Tell me a little bit about this ACE mentor program.
It just allows local high school students the opportunity to learn about all the different careers in the architecture, construction, and engineering fields, because there's such a huge spectrum of careers available to them. Some require higher education, some require trade school.
Okay.
And we want to make sure that the kids that are in the program have the opportunity to learn about the entire spectrum of what's available to them.
Okay.
And we do that using some very real world tasks in
like
teaching them. During the course of the year, they get to actually design a project. Next year's project is the aquarium.
Okay.
They actually estimate the project, which in other words, they come up with the actual costs of what it would cost to build that project. And then they also produce a schedule of what the schedule would look like for all of the different trades to build that project. And they learn all of the skills behind each one of those pieces.
These are high school students?
These are high school, they're amazing, they're high school students.
And how are these high school students picked? Do they get to choose to be a part of the program, or are they hand-picked?
A lot of times they're hand-picked by the school sites.
Oh, okay.
They have to have a level of commitment because it is a lot of time, and most of these programs are after-school programs.
Yeah.
So they have to be willing to spend the time that it takes to do that.
Do they want to go eventually or be a part of this industry? Is this a goal of theirs to be engineers, contractors? Okay.
But they are high school students, so sometimes they're they're like, I kind of think so. But the feedback we're receiving is that they go through the program and they see such a huge spectrum of careers that they could pick, that the light bulb goes off and something clicks, and that's just such great feedback for us.
How many mentors are there?
We are looking this coming year for between 45 and 50 mentors.
Okay.
And the amount of school sites that we can serve is really only limited by the amount of mentors we can recruit.
Yeah.
And so we want to reach as many kids as we possibly can.
What schools can participate in this program or are participating in this program?
We've had, in this year and years past, we've had Clovis North, Clovis High, Liberty High School out in the Ranchos, Kerman High, Edison, and Hoover.
Okay.
So we've had quite a few.
All right. And so how many kids are you mentoring right now? Because I'm trying to get an idea of how many mentors you need, because I'm sure there are people out there right now that are in this industry and would love to be a mentor to these kids.
It's fabulous. It's an experience like no other.
Yeah.
We would like to expand the program to at least 7 to 8 schools next year.
Okay.
And that's really going to take quite a few mentors to handle. It's going to take us probably 45 to 50 to handle more campuses.
Okay.
And we've actually had to turn campuses away.
I know.
And that's such a shame.
It's sad, because this really gives them a hands-on experience. The team meets with the students every other week for 2 hours. So that's about the commitment, about 30 hours of mentor time.
That's correct.
Not per week, obviously.
No,
okay,
no.
got it.
No, it's basically twice a month, and you meet for a couple of hours with the kids, and the protocol is really set up. The schedule's kind of set up of what you have to accomplish. There's always a lead mentor on the site.
Okay.
But it's really, for a mentor, I tell you, it is an invaluable experience to be able to touch these kids and give them the gift of your own knowledge.
You know, and the fascinating part, it says here 92% of ACE students enroll in college.
Yes.
That's really great.
And some of them never had that intention prior to the program.
No kidding.
Yes.
What a great feeling for you it would be to mentor these kids and really kind of show them the way, as they say, right?
Absolutely.
And what kind of programs did they do in the past? Because I know that next year they're working on a planned building for the aquarium, but what kind of buildings have they built in the past?
The first year was very ambitious. We took on the Fresno high-speed rail station. Yes, it was a multi-story build with the tracks on the top, with a visitor center in the lobby. That was fascinating. The next year we did a multi-purpose building. We wanted the students to relate, so we did a multi-purpose building at a elementary school.
Yeah.
And then this past year, we did the Dickey Youth Center. Community Center.
Wow. And do these plans, I know we're out of time, but do these plans ever go into fruition?
Not yet.
Not
but
yet.
you know, I'm keeping my fingers crossed with this next one that maybe some of the concepts that the kids come up with might be able to be incorporated.
Especially the aquarium, because it's not built yet. That would be great. Okay, so you're having a junior summer camp, and it's an all-expense paid program. For more information on that, parents, call the ACE Mentor program at 237-1831, 237-1831. 25 selected students are provided the opportunity to experience college life throughout with this program. Is that right,
yes.
Stephanie? That's awesome. acementor.org is the website for more information. I'm sure people will be interested in that camp and maybe, hopefully, being mentors.
Yes, retirees, unemployed, anything. Please come help. You'll be so glad you did.
Thank you so much for being here. What
Thank
a great
you,
program
Alex.
you have going.